Chapter 11, The Last Gate. The first siren wailed at 3:17 a.m. Emily was already awake, sitting in the quiet dark of the library's upstairs reading loft. Below, the kindled were scattered across beanbags, desks, and padded windowsills. Rest had become a luxury none of them could afford. She stood at the window as a crimson flash streaked across the sky. A low hum followed, a vibration that shuddered the bones of the old building. Aaron stirred. "That's not lightning." "No," Elias said, already on his feet. "It's the eye opening. And the ash is moving." The kindles assembled within minutes. Maurice clutched her satchel of sigils. Kyle carried a rusted flare gun. The others stood tense, watching the pulse on the horizon like it might come for them next. "The gate isn't just opening here," Elias said. "Other kindled are flaring around the world. Some will fight. Others will fall." Emily nodded, Carrie's journal tucked into her coat. "Then we finish it here." They headed into the woods, the fog hanging low and metallic. At the edge of the hollow, the ground was warm, too warm. The spiral mark they found days ago now glowed faintly in the soil. And the air shimmered. "She's near," Emily said. From the trees, shapes began to move. Dozens. No longer just shadows. The proxies had taken clearer form, men, women, children, all with eyes like glass and skin like burnt parchment. They moved as one. And behind them, a figure emerged, tall, cloaked in ash, faceless but familiar. "The ash. I know you," Emily whispered. The ash did not speak. But the air grew heavier. Emily stepped forward. "You were born from fear. From every fire left unspoken, every girl buried in silence. But we're speaking now." The ash raised a hand. Proxies surged. The kindled responded. Flares burst from Aaron's palms. Maurice cast a wide arc of symbols in burning ink, forming a barrier. Kyle's flare shot through two proxies, who collapsed, shrieking. But it wasn't enough. Emily reached into her coat and drew the journal. "Carrie," she said, "help me do what they wouldn't let me finish." She touched the ground. The pendant blazed. A white spiral erupted beneath her feet. The proxies recoiled. The ash stopped. "I don't need more power," Emily said. "I just need to mean something with the power I have." And the fire answered. It surged through her veins, not wild, not cruel, but focused. A legacy turned inward, forged into choice. She stepped into the spiral. Her eyes glowed golden. "I seal the gate," she declared. But not the flame. The eye cracked open in the earth, revealing its core, a chamber of memory, its walls echoing with every bearer's scream and silence. The child stood there, the one she'd seen before. Pale-eyed. Waiting. Emily approached. "Who are you?" she asked. The child didn't blink. "I am the beginning.
Ziba.
I am the last fire untamed. I am the root." "You're not an enemy?" "I'm a question," the child replied. "You are the answer." Emily took the child's hand. That together, they stepped into the eye. Behind them, the proxies halted. The ash screamed. The ground trembled. A pulse of golden fire erupted from the spiral, not destroying, but rewinding, pulling the ash inward, sealing its form into dust. The proxies fell. The air stilled. Aaron sprinted toward the edge. Emily. She emerged slowly, the child at her side. Her pendant cracked, glowing dimly. Her veins no longer shimmered. "It's done," she said softly. "The eye is sealed." Elias linked to her, rubbing her shirt. "You stopped it." Emily looked at him, and saw the wound. "No," she whispered, catching him as he fell. "Stay with me." "I'm sorry," Elias said, smiling weakly. "But I had to protect the rest." He reached for the codex and pressed it into her hands. "You carry it now. The flame's memory. Guide them." Then he was gone. The child looked up at her. He was a root, too. Emily held Elias's hand until it cooled. Above them, the sky cleared. A final spiral shimmered in the clouds, soft, golden, watching. Maurice joined them. Aaron, too. The kindled stood as one. And Emily, no longer just a bearer, now the seal, looked toward the hollow and whispered. "It's not over. But it's ours now." Chapter 12 Kindled Ashes. The sun rose over Chamberlain, but the light felt different, muted, thin, like it was filtering through the smoke of something that had burned long before morning. Emily sat on the roof of the library, the codex in her lap. Its cover had darkened since Elias passed. Pages fluttered in the breeze, though no wind stirred. Below her, the town moved in slow confusion. Some residents wandered with stunned expressions, others boarded up windows or cleared away ash from their doorsteps. The hollow pulsed faintly in the distance, like a wound trying to close. Aaron stepped onto the roof beside her, holding 2 mugs of coffee. No sleep? Emily shook her head. I keep hearing him. Elias. Not like a ghost. More like a pressure. Like he's still thinking of me. He passed something to you, Aaron said, setting the mug beside her. The fire. The burden. But also the voice. She nodded, eyes on the codex. I don't know what to do with it yet. We'll know. Maurice called up from the street below. We've got news. Emily and Aaron climbed down. Inside the library, kindled were gathering again, some she didn't know. A girl from Vermont who could melt glass with her fingertips. A boy from Louisiana who saw premonitions in smoke. Word had spread. Maurice stood near the whiteboard. 2 things. First, he made it. Who? Emily asked. The team from Mexico. The one who posted the pelota fire. He landed this morning. He's on a bus heading here. What's he want? Aaron asked. Maurice flipped the board around. It was covered in handwritten Spanish, scribbled translations, and still frames from the video. He believes Elara is a saint. He called her Santa Elara in his caption. Said she told him to come here, that he's been dreaming of a spiral under the ground, and a voice saying, come in from the roots. Emily's throat tightened. He's being pulled by the eye. Which is sealed, Aaron said. Only for now, Emily replied. Maurice's expression darkened. The bigger problem is the flare map. It's not them. She pointed to a growing cluster of dots across the US, South America, and parts of Asia. Kindled are surfacing, fast. Some are using their power. Some are losing control. A firebender in Brazil set an entire sugarcane field ablaze. Another girl in Seoul is trending for lighting up her dance performances. Some of it's just showmanship. And the rest? Emily asked. Maurice hesitated. 3 deaths. 1 in Germany, 1 in Atlanta. 1 here in Maine, last night. A boy tried to mimic what he saw in that video. It killed him. Silence gripped the room. Aaron broke it. So what do we do? Start another war? Try to stop every kindled out there? No, Emily said. She rose, her voice steady. We give them something Carrie never got. A choice. A path. And if they don't want it? Kyle asked. Then we protect what we can, Emily replied. The eye. The codex. Each other. Maurice turned to her. We're splitting, you know. Some of us want to preserve this. Some want to shut it down completely. There's a group forming out west, calling themselves the Extinguishers. Emily swallowed. Let them try. But we'll still be here. Aaron nodded. The fire was never the enemy. Misuse was. Emily looked at the codex. Its pages shifted again. A name appeared, one she didn't know. They're still awakening, she said. We don't get to rest. Not yet. Outside, the sky rumbled, not a storm, but something else. A ripple. Emily stepped out into the light. A small group of townspeople stood at the hollow's edge, whispering prayers. One woman held a candle. Another traced spirals in the dirt with her cane. The flame had changed them, too. Emily looked back at her friends. It's not about sealing the flame anymore. It's about guiding it. And if we lose it in the process? Aaron asked. Then we'll light the next match by hand, she said. That night, she dreamed of fire again. But this time, no screams. No blood. Just warmth. Just light. And a whisper from the codex. The root remembers. And it waits.